What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new reaction, and today we're watching 10 things that will shock you about London. I think they meant it's gonna shock me a little bit more than you, but you know what I mean. I feel like London is like y'all's New York, or maybe even like Hollywood or something like that. Like, this list is only 10 things long, but you could probably put 10,000 things that are gonna shock you about it, because it's just so highly populated. There's always tourists and people going there and doing stuff. So, you know, there's gonna be a lot of things that me, just a boy from a small town in Kentucky, is just gonna be shocked by. So we're about to get into it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100K. Once we do, be a UK themed tattoo. We're actually super close. Like, we're less than 8,000 away. Yeah, that's insane. Big shout out to you guys, but we can't hit it without y'all support, so y'all gotta keep liking the videos, watching the videos, as long as I keep making good videos for you to like and watch. So, yeah, it works both ways. Drop a like if you want to see more reactions like this. Go check out my second channel, link down in the description. But other than that, ooh, slow roll. Let's get into it.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today
Hey,
we're
Mark.
in London. And what we have for you today are the 10 things that are going to shock you when you do come to London, because this is one of the most visited cities in the world for good reason. And the first thing that's going to shock you when you're here is, dun-dun-dun, the sticker shock. London is expensive. Hotels, you know, accommodation.
I thought he meant there's just gonna be a bunch of stickers everywhere.
Going out to eat, the non-free museums, they're all really pricey. And the exchange rate usually doesn't go in your favor if you're from the US or Europe and things like that. So that's the first thing that's going to shock you is, oh my God, this is an expensive place to go. Now, the second thing that's going to shock you is, well, how can I say this? It's probably the thing that's going to induce your heart attack shock when you are here, and that's the fact that they drive on the left side of the road. So you need to look right and then left and then right, because you're coming from Germany or the US. You look left and then look right and go. Here, the car's coming from the other way, and I can't tell you how many tourists I've seen looking the wrong way, and they step out, and then the cab driver's like, and like, oh my God. I mean, I saw 3 people yesterday almost die because they were looking the wrong way. So that's the second thing that'll shock you.
Listen, I've gained the confidence in myself and like my driving abilities to where I think I would do a decent job driving on the other side of the road. Like, sometimes, like, it's literally just driving just over here. Like, I feel like, you know, making turns and then going through intersections and stuff like that, yeah, that'd be the hard part. But, like, hell, sometimes I drive on the wrong side of the road here. Don't even mean to. I just, you know, kind of swerve.
Cars going the other way, heart attack inducing, oh my God, I almost got killed there. The third thing that's going to shock you when you come to London is how international this city is. I mean, I know we're in England, you know, but you don't really feel like it all the time. Well, yes, you do when you got, you know, the Buckingham Palace over here, Trafalgar Square, Piccadilly Circus, but the city truly is international. Probably the most international city in the world. You're going to have your high tea, you know, at 4 o'clock with crumpets and scones and all those things. It'll be served to you by an Italian waitress, or you're going to go to the pub, right? The quintessential England, London experience is going to eat at a pub. Go getting a pint at the pub. Well, that person pouring that pint might be from Poland. And the city is so international, so it's got great food.
So that's probably why y'all say, like, London. If you go to London, you're not actually seeing, like, Britain. Like you go to London just for the London experience, but if you really want a nice, authentic, you know, England, British experience, you need to go outside of London and experience some other things. So that's probably why y'all say that, ain't it?
Food from around the world, people from all over come here, so that is pretty cool. But it is shocking how not super English it is when you are here, but there are still some cool English stuff, like seeing the change into the guard and stuff like that. Now, the fourth shock we have on there is kind of help you with the sticker shop side of things, and that is how many great free things there are to do in London. Yes, it's expensive, but the best museum, the British Museum, where you can see, you know, artifacts from Greece and sarcophagi from the pharaohs in Egypt and all kinds of things like that, it's free to go in. The Tate Modern, you can go see the V&A, where they have copies of great masterpieces and artwork from around the world. I mean, there's so many great free things to do. Just standing outside and taking in the historic buildings, you're gonna feel like I'm on a movie set. I saw this in a movie. You have that feeling when you're here, and that's what's really cool. And they have all kinds of great free things. So don't get suckered into going to some of the pay stuff. Some of the pay stuff.
I feel like you can do a lot without having to pay. Like, literally just being there and seeing it, like, just seeing it with your own 2 eyes and not through a video or a picture is well worth the money already. Like, the money to get over there, that's worth it. You ain't got to really pay to go inside unless you want to.
Stuff is worth it. For example, going to Westminster Abbey, that is well worth the price of entrance. Other ones like Madame Tussauds, I don't know if it's really worth 25, 30 pounds.
Look at Lizzie's.
You know, so be careful with that. The fifth thing is going to shock you is, look, it's sunny today. We actually have nice weather in London. Look, it doesn't rain every day here. I know I like to joke about the bad weather in London and the bad weather in England, but I'll be honest, you can have great days like this where it is sunny and the people go out to the pubs and all kinds of stuff and really make the city come alive. So if you are here, believe me, the weather may shock you that you can get a great sunny day like this.
Hell, anything's better than Kentucky weather right now. I mean, I feel like it's rained for like 2 weeks straight. Like, it's been terrible. Like, the eastern side of Kentucky's underwater right now. Like, that's how much it's been raining. It's ridiculous.
However, probably the real shock is it does rain a lot when you are here, so make sure you bring a jacket, because believe me, I know I actually have a jacket in my bag just in case this beautiful day ends and we have a little London shower come through. So we've gotten away from the clouds and the really nice sunny weather and warm weather, and now it's getting a little bit chilly. I need to have my jacket. So let's finish off number 6 through 10 of the 10 things that are going to shock you when you come to London. So the sixth thing that might shock you when you come here is how much people do drink here. Men, women, not children, but you know, it's just like how many pubs there are out there throughout London.
Come on. We're coming to England, to London. We're coming to the UK for one reason and one reason only. No, 2 reasons actually. To maybe see Lizzie and to get drunk off her ass. Like, come on.
How many bars and restaurants and nightclubs and stuff like that, and how much people really love to have a pint. If you're going down, you see the people leaving Canary Wharf from work and they're doing pub crawls on a Thursday. You see them pub after pub after pub, and it's amazing how much people do drink here in London, and they drink a lot, whether it's a pint of stout or an ale or a Peroni, which seems to be popular now.
I thought that helicopter was like flying over my house. I was like, what is going on? We're getting raided or something.
Or a gin and tonic if you're in White Castle or whatever. There is drinking going all over the place, and that does kind of shock travelers because they're like, the English are so buttoned up and refined, and they're sitting there having a pint like all the time. But that is one of the quintessential things.
Maybe that's why, because they're just drunk 24/7.
Of coming to London is going to the pub and having a pint, have them get the ale where they crank it out for you. And I mean, people, if you watch my videos before, I haven't always been the biggest fans of the ales, but on this trip I've made it a point only to drink ales while I've been here, and they're starting to grow on me, and you'll see that that is just part of coming here. But it'll shock you is how much people do drink here. Which leads into the 7th thing that might shock you is the pub's last call is at 11. They're drinking a lot.
What?
They start early in the day. But then the pubs close at 11. You're like, whoa.
I feel like in America, 11 o'clock, that's when you just now get started in most places. That's when y'all are closing? Dang.
Whoa. I mean, think about it. If you're coming from Spain or Portugal on your trip, at 11 o'clock, people are starting to think about maybe getting ready to go out. Here, pubs are closed. You got to find another nightclub or something like that to go to. So it does kind of shock people, and they're like, wait, it's 11. The pubs are closing? What's going on here? So do realize that the pubs do close at 11.
So that, I feel like that probably makes sense, though. The pubs close at 11. But there's like nightclubs and clubs that you can go to that are open all throughout the night. Okay, that makes sense. I don't do that stuff, so I don't really know.
So get your drinking in earlier, I guess. So
hey,
that might be shocking for tourists.
I'm always one for a good old day drinking.
They're coming here for a good pub time, good time, all right? Now, the 8th thing that shocks tourists when they come here is how good the tourist infrastructure is here. I mean, the English are extremely well organized, and here in London, it's no different. And what's cool is that means there's tons of hotels, there's tons of restaurants, there's tons of nightclubs and bars and theaters you can go to and operas and all kinds of really cool things you can see. You can see famous actors work on a play on the West End, and you could do all this really cool stuff here. But also, if you're a tourist, you can do this on your own with all the information that's out there. The tube is easy to use. You can go get your Oyster card and top it up and do that. You know, make sure you tap in and tap out. I mean, it gets expensive, but the thing is, you can really get around, and the cops will help you, and the people will help you, and it is a really cool thing. So if you do get lost, ask the shopkeeper, hey, which way should I go? They will do a good job. But that tourist infrastructure here, man, that organization that the English have, plus with all the tourists here, they really kind of put it together well. And what's funny,
I feel like that's probably because everybody understands that probably 70% of the people that are there don't live there. They're there for on vacation to tour the place. So they know, they understand, okay, most of the people I'm going to deal with have no clue what they're doing, so I got to help them out.
is you see the Londoners here, and it's almost like, I mean, they know that there's lots of tourists here, but they just kind of go on with their lives, and they don't, sometimes it doesn't seem like they interact with the tourists or notice them there. It's just part of their normal day stuff, and it is kind of cool. But man, the tourist infrastructure here, shockingly how good it is. You'll be fine. That's why I tell people looking for a first trip to Europe, England and London's a really easy to do because they have it all set up for you. So that is kind of shocking how well it is done. Now, the ninth thing that might shock you when you come here is how big this city is. Look, you are going to be using the tube to go to all these different places around the city, but when you look at how big London is, what you need to realize, there's different neighborhoods and all kinds of different stuff all over. Last night we went out on the east, on the East End, and we went, saw a show the night before in the West End. Maybe go to Greenwich and go do something. Soho, Notting Hill, Chinatown. There's so many different districts throughout here that people think, oh, well, London must be kind of a historic center. I see the City of London, I go see the Tower of London, and I'm done. No, go explore when you're here, see the other districts around town, because you can find fantastic restaurants, different nightlife, different cultures, different people in each of these kind of districts, and it is a really cool thing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I thought London was kind of just like a little circle of just stuff. I didn't know it had different districts and stuff. Whoa. Like, I literally thought it was like all just like right there. Huh.
Because then you really see, remember that internationalism, the really melting pot of London? You can really see that when you go and explore the different neighborhoods. So, and the 10th thing that'll probably shock you when you come here to London is the cops don't have any guns. Or if they do have guns, they have like big machine guns. I know in the US our cops always have
so they say go big or go home, damn.
Firearm on the side, but here the bobbies, the cops here, they don't. They have their walkie-talkie.
Wait, do y'all really call them bobbies? I know too many dudes named Bobby to be calling the cops bobbies.
Some other things, and the thing is, they're really super friendly and helpful. So if you're not sure where to go, the cops, again, that service and that tourist infrastructure and the manners and all those kind of things that you have here in England, they come out and the cops are very helpful. Oh, you need to go this way, sir. Go that way, sir. They are fantastic, but not having the gun is kind of shocking sometimes for tourists. But then when they see the guys with the big machine guns, they're like, oh, wow. So when they do have them, they really do have them. So
it makes up for it.
That can be shocking for a tourist. Anyway, those are just 10 little things that might shock a tourist when they come here to London.
Hey, I want to shout out my boy Mark from Walter's World. He always makes banger videos. But that is going to do it for 10 things that will shock you about London. Yeah, I didn't know it was that big. I knew, it was going to be pricey. There's going to be a lot of tourist stuff here and there. And I did know the cops didn't carry the weapons, but I didn't know that if they didn't have one, they were going to have freaking machine guns. Y'all let me know what y'all thought down in the comments. If y'all want to see more reactions like this, let me know by hitting that like button. If y'all are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100K. We want to do me a UK themed tattoo. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go out today, spread love, spread kindness, do something nice for somebody today. I love you guys so much, I really do. In case you're I'm out. Peace.